What's up, guys? It's Ivan back with another how-to and product review. In today's video we're going to be assembling an outdoor storage container slash bench. Okay, they're making all kinds of cool products now. I've got an old container that we use for all of our pool toys and towels, just pool accessories basically. But it's a little outdated, it's kind of an eyesore, it's a plastic thing. So we ordered an upgrade here. And we're going to get into it. The assembly should be pretty straightforward, so let's go. Alright, so grab yourself some scissors or a knife, cut the tape, and open the box. So here we go. This is the Barton. The padded patio deck box. Alright, so it comes with a little instruction manual. You got your assembly instructions. Okay, all your parts, all your hardware. Assembly instructions, looks pretty straightforward. And I don't even think we'll require any tools. A lot of these products, they come with all the tools you'll need. Alright guys, so we got it open. Let's just go ahead and pull everything out, look at all the components, see what we're working with, and assemble it. When you're pulling out everything from the box, it's good to just kind of pay attention to what's what, get a lay of the land. And that's it. Oh, and look at that, hardware. And that's kind of tricky, like a lot of these, sometimes you'll get these boxes and you'll think you might be missing something, but you just got to dig through all like the styrofoam and look on the sides of the boxes, because sometimes they have it just like this, which is taped on the side. But yeah, that's it. As you can see, it's just a bunch of little screws and it's got a little Allen wrench in there, so everything you need won't even require any tools. So we'll break the box down later, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into the assembly. Now the instructions, they didn't really break it down like step by step. Does this it make didn't sense really to make you? that much sense to me, so I just kind of had to, figure it out. A lot of times the instructions aren't going to be that helpful. You just kind of got to figure this stuff out by yourself. So what I did, I just laid it all out here like I think makes sense. This will go up like this. Well, here you go, here's another clue. This will go in the front, it'll be like that. The end pieces, I laid it out basically what makes sense to put it all together. So from there, I'll just start screwing things in. Sometimes you make mistakes and you gotta go back and fix it. It happens all the time. That's just part of the assembly. I mean, at least for me. Maybe some people approach it more tactical, but whatever, I like to think it through the best way I can, and then just do it. That's the way to get these projects done. Just do it. All right, so it's all laid out. We're just gonna start putting screws in, putting this bad boy together. Just line things up, twist it in just by hand at first to get it started. Kind of get it into place. Get the other screw over here. It's basically it. It's kind of a tedious process of aligning the screws in the holes and just twisting them in. I'm not going to do it all the way tight. You do that at the very end once everything's assembled. So yeah, so you get the picture. You complete one end and then you go ahead and flip it upside down. You always want to have gravity working with you. Then it makes it just a little bit easier to drop your screws into the holes and getting them into the prefab threads that are already drilled. But they design these so that they are easy to make. Again, it's just a little bit tedious, but stick with it. And yeah, as you can see, this thing's coming along quite nicely here, starting to take shape. And once it takes shape, yeah, you start feeling good. Now we've got the base put together. We're going to go ahead and assemble the sides. Yep, you guessed it, more just screwing, getting the screw in place and then twisting it up with the cheap little tools they give you in the box. Sometimes you have to just move it around a little bit to get the screw to align with the hole. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, it requires a little bit of patience. It's a lot of repetition here, but slowly but surely, just stick with it and you'll make some progress. And just to save time, I'm just going ahead and putting all the washers on the screws. Getting them all ready so that when it's time to screw in, I can just grab them. I don't have to fish out a washer. Streamlining operations here. This is where if you have someone helping you, like a child or a kid, this would be a great activity for them. Go ahead and put a washer onto every screw. Right now, I don't know what my kids are doing. They're not out here helping me. Are they, Bernie? Bernie's always on the job. You hear that? Get him, Bernie. Let him know. We're here. Let's go ahead and put the front on. Yes, Bernie. Yes. I know. It's the FedExes here, you know. You see how I had to kind of manipulate that into place? If you went and you tightened your screws really tight as you went, you wouldn't have that wiggle room. So you need to have that wiggle room. That's the real reason they say not to tighten everything until the end. You want to get everything started so that everything's aligned. And then at the end you just go back through and crank everything down. And boom, busted out both sides of the front panel and almost done. So these, okay, looks like they just slide. But let's see, there you go. And then screws will go here and here, and that's it. Okay, so now we're just putting in bolts here on the side for these little chains. Boom. Okay, and then at the end of the job, I realized I still have some screws left, but I see I didn't put a couple in here in the base, so I'm going to flip it over and put those in. Sometimes they always put extra hardware, but if you have a bunch of extra hardware left over, you probably didn't put them all in, so you got to go back, look at every connection, and go ahead and bolt it down. So that's what we'll do. Ah, yes, hardware left over at the end. That's a classic. It's funny, yeah, that's usually when my wife comes around. She'll be like, huh, aren't these bolts supposed to go in here somewhere? And that's when I usually, you know, I'm kind of tired from the process. I scratch my head. But yeah, you know, listen to the wife. She's usually right. Those screws have a purpose. Just figure out where they go and you'll be all set. Alright guys, so I flipped it back over. I'm going back through and ratcheting everything down on the bottom end as well. But just giving everything an extra crank. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Don't forget that final step of tightening everything down. It just ensures the longevity and keeps your all your hard work from falling apart. Alright. Voila. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're going to go ahead and throw it in place, transfer all the pool supplies, and give you a final look. One nice feature about this is the handles that they have on the side. Boom, there it is, the Barton Patio deck box all put together and in place. All in all, great product, great upgrade for us. Alright guys, so this is where it's going to live right here. Have all my pool toys, have my towels there. So it came out nice. I hope you guys enjoyed today's assembly video. And if you could use a product like this, I'm going to recommend this. It's going to get a thumbs up. Be sure to like, subscribe. Any questions, comments, go ahead and drop them below. See you in the next video.